Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. This is my very first video and I can't thank you enough for checking it out. This is Life Outside the Box, and today I'm going to be sharing one of my favorite personal travel stories about how I went from being just an average beach resort tourist to getting my scuba diving certification and becoming a travel adventurer right here in the beautiful Dominican Republic. If you're thinking about diving, exploring beyond the resort life, or just love the Dominican Republic, then this one's for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy travel and adventure content. My first trip to the Dominican Republic was just like a lot of travelers. I started off staying at all-inclusive resorts where everything is included: airfare, transportation, activities, all the buffet food and watered-down drinks you can handle. As a first-time traveler, you'll often hear people say, "Don't leave the resort," or "It's not safe to leave the resort unless you're on a guided tour." And if you're like me and my family, you'll take that advice to heart. So I came back 2 more times and kept doing the same thing: poolside drinks, beach loungers, and buffet food. And don't get me wrong, I loved it. But on that 3rd visit, I really felt like I wasn't getting to know the country or the people. So I stepped off the beaten path and started exploring the city with some locals that worked at the resort. Shout out to La Gata, Minnie Mouse, and Betty Boop. They took me out to a nightclub and then out for some food and beers in the streets of the Dominican Republic, and everything changed. The people, warm, vibrant, and welcoming. The food, way better than anything in the resort buffet. The nightlife, the music, and even just driving around gave me a whole new sense of the place. One day after that night, I ended up booking a snorkeling excursion heading to Sosua Bay, and that experience totally shifted my perspective. Being out there, away from the resort, and surrounded by locals and tourists sharing this beautiful beach community felt like a whole new world. Once I was on the beach surrounded by clear water and coral reefs, watching tropical fish dart around me, I knew I wanted more. That was the moment I started thinking about all the adventures I could have away from the resort, and first on the list was scuba diving. So on my next visit to the Dominican Republic, now my 4th overall visit, I ditched the resorts and got an Airbnb in Sosua. I booked my intro to scuba diving course with Bravo Tours on Sosua Beach. Shout out to them, it was a great introduction. However, I didn't end up certifying with them. At the time, my Spanish was not where I imagined it was, and obviously being in a Spanish-speaking country, that's a big deal. So if someone hasn't told you yet, I'm telling you now, take some Spanish lessons to really get the most out of your time in Spanish-speaking countries. I promise you that you're going to have way more fun. I didn't have the language skills that I wanted in order to feel comfortable getting certified with Bravo Tours, but they were awesome, and they were the ones that ignited my passion for diving. After that trip, I really started to fall in love with the Dominican Republic, and I decided to level up my Spanish and get into some real adventures. On my now 5th visit to the Dominican Republic, I booked an Airbnb in Cabarete, a more relaxed town about 20 minutes from Sosua, for 4 months. Then I rented una pasola, aka a moped, to get around, and just an FYI, driving a car, never mind a moped, in the Dominican Republic is not for the faint of heart. Many locals will recommend that you don't drive a moped, but we all gotta make our own choices, and it was the time of my life. I enrolled in a 6-week language course at the Cabaret Language Institute. Huge shout out to my instructor Camilla. That made a huge difference in connecting with the people and just feeling more immersed in everything. I leveled up my Spanish skills, and Camilla taught me so much about the local culture, using public transportation, and so much more that I'm not gonna get into in this video. While I was enrolled in my Spanish course, I finally decided to get certified as a scuba diver. I chose this place called Superior Dive in Sosua, and I'm so glad I did. I want to throw out a quick note. I'm not paid by them, but I do have affiliate links below for some of the gear I used during training, as well as contact information for the team at Superior Dive. I ended up going with the SDI certification instead of PADI, mostly because SDI felt more flexible and pocket friendly, and Superior Dive was the right fit for me. My instructor Luke was amazing. He speaks English, explains things clearly, and really ensures that you have a grasp on all the necessary skills. The whole dive crew felt like a family, and they had a lot of repeat customers from all over the world, which says a lot. While I spent 4 months in the DR to really do it right, it really wouldn't take that long to get these 2 certifications done. First, I completed my SDI Open Water certification, and then moved on to Advanced Adventure Diver certification. I was going on 2 dives a day for 2 to 3 days a week, and life was good. I couldn't imagine anything better. The training started with e-learning, and then we moved to pool work and shallow dives. We practiced everything from buoyancy control to emergency ascent. I was also able to practice using my personal gear, including my DJI Action 4 camera and my Apple Watch Ultra 2, which I used as my dive computer. And the diving itself was just amazing. It's like entering a different world. Peaceful, surreal. The wildlife you see is just incredible. And I felt like I was in space. Like being a bigger guy, like I love feeling weightless, and diving is just like my happy place. I had moments underwater that I'll never forget. So if you're one of those folks that like snorkeling and always feel like you want to do a little bit more, or if you ever thought about scuba diving, I recommend you do it. Going to get your certification, it was one of the best decisions I've ever made on vacation. And doing it in the Dominican Republic is unbelievable. The Dominican Republic is an amazing place to visit and find adventure. If you're looking to get into diving, go check out Superior Dive Sosua and you'll be in great hands. If you choose another shop that's a better fit for you, then as long as you offer scuba, Luben, I am happy. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up, drop any questions in the comments, and if you want to check out any of the gear I mentioned, I've linked it all in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next adventure.